Ippo will never come back. Imagine that hypothetical scenario. What if he never returns to the pro ring again? If that were the case, the entire timeline would change completely. Let's look at the fights that would happen theoretically if Ippo decides he is done with boxing for good. First of all, no Ippo versus Imai. Since Imai is crashing out over Ippo's retirement and constantly pushes for his comeback much like us, he'll probably melt down for good. Most likely a last fight with Gaki where he becomes the Japanese champion, and Ippo would of course be a second during that match. The ultimate disrespect. What else changes if he stays out of the game? Sendo is done after the Ricardo fight for sure. He will annoy Ippo to come back, but it won't make a difference. We got Kimura in the building as well. He will fight for the Japanese belt soon as well once Aoki retires. That'll happen with or without Ippo, but he'll be helpful as a second, no doubt. What about Takamura though? I think if Ippo came back, he'd fight on the same card at the Tokyo Dome against Ricardo, the final event of the entire manga. But if he doesn't come back, Takamura is once again all alone. Except that Ippo will be a second for Takamura, for the first time ever. Not a bucket holder or a chair thrower, but proper second, next to Kamogawa in the corner. Imagine Takamura asking Ippo for his thoughts once the championship rounds become tough. Goosebumps. There are two characters who are affected more than anyone else though. Ricardo and Miyata. Ricardo because, let's be honest, Sendo won't scratch his itch. He'll be hungrier than ever after the knockdown we saw last chapter. Ippo is the only one good enough. And if he doesn't come back, Ricardo might as well retire. Or he fights Miyata. In his monologue during their spar, we saw that Ricardo wanted to fight him. And Bill said that fight made sense too. Maybe that was foreshadowing. I think that fight is an absolute banger. Ricardo has no one else but Miyata as a challenger. He's even ranked 5th in the WBA because he's the OPBF champion. It's a perfect storm. If Ippo doesn't come back, the story could wrap up pretty quickly. Miyata fights Ricardo for the WBA belt and wins. And then challenges Ippo for a third spar in the Kamogawa basement, where everything started. I got the belt now, cuh. You think you can run from me? I want my get back. And then we get a similar scene to Volk vs Ippo in chapter 1386. Retired Ippo can beat world champions. Damn, what if? It would be the ultimate peak of that meme. Ippo beating Miyata would feed the theories for decades. Imagine if it was in the pro ring. Imagine if he came back and fought Ricardo. Imagine if it was at lightweight where Miyata was stronger. It's a less satisfying ending, but it still works somehow because we still got Takamura. And it even confirms Takamura's statement to Kamogawa where he says, forget about Ippo, you still got me. Bittersweet ending.